Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Autonauts. While I was preparing, we finally unlocked the cottages research, which opened up the addition of the windows, the doors, and the stone cottage itself, which also opens up the need for the masons now that I was trying to do earlier, which was the over here, the window and the door or chimney. I think there was a fireplace and a chimney is what was over here. So that's all opened up. Back to work, Sandy. Thank you. I'm slowly, as you see, working my way over this way. I built a bit of a land bridge over here so that my stone guy can chop these stones down. And I was looking at what I have to do for the apples, or the apple apple jam. And I'm starting to set up an apple orchard, as you can see here. I've got some trees planted, and I'm slowly, I let them grow. I just bashed a bunch of fruit trees out here, and then I'm just letting these grow, and I'm just going to keep planting this. There's actually a lot of work involved in this, and I need this research with the building frames done. That's why I had this one queued up. I need this to build the carts. In particular, the cart to allow me to haul liquids. Because I want to build everything in the kitchen area. Kitchen area was here, and colonist area is going to be here. Now I will eventually square this up, make it a little bit neater for the colonists. But the stone cottages, which are next, I'm going to put 5 of them in and down. I'm just going to wait for this guy to finish cutting or building these roads, and then I'll order the 5 stone cottages. We're going to need a lot of upgraded cooking pots as well, so that'll be some work to do. Okay, now this requires 10 stone and 5 mortar, 10 stone and 5 mortar. So the craft for these is fairly simple. I need to get a stone. I need stone over here, and I would need, basically that's it, just stone over here and mortar, and then I'll need a builder bot for these 2 items. So that's not too big of a deal. So let's see about getting the stone, which I was going to take out of this stone pile and transport, which means I need a pickaxe guy down here, or somebody hauling me pickaxes, I guess. Because this box is now full of spades. So I need 1 box full of spades and 1 box full of pickaxes. That's the neat thing about this game, is it's no major, like there's no major just do everything and you're done. It's all a series of small, consistent modifications. One box like that. Close that. Okay, so we're going to need somebody transporting pickaxes, somebody picking stone, somebody filling this crate, and somebody crafting those 3 things. So I'm going to need 5 robots I'm going to use one of the Mark IIs for the transport. I'm going to get this guy going on a Mark 1. This guy's going to be my pickaxe transporter, I think. What is wrong with this guy? There we go. So we teach him, and he's just going to grab a pickaxe from over here. Okay, and then he's going to store the pickaxe. And he's going to take another pickaxe. And he's going to insert them into this box. Recover and store. Do this until this is full. I wish it would just automatically do that and forever. He really doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need to be cleaned up any. It's only hauling 2 at a time. Grab that blank guy there. And we'll teach him. He's going to take a pickaxe, apply it to the boulder, and apply it to the stone. Record and put some loops on here. First one is going to be until hands are empty. Now there's only a couple of boulders here, but I want them to remove them anyway. Do the boulders. Until hands empty, find nearest boulder or fail. And find nearest stone until hands are empty. If he can't find a boulder, I want him to just fail off and go on to doing the stone. Otherwise, he'll search for the boulder. Teach him. Find stone. Put in box. Okay. So far, so good. Now remember, mortar has to be transported with a bucket. So we do have buckets over here. So this is going to be fireplace maker. So his job, he's going to do is he's going to grab a bucket. He's going to grab a mortar. He's going to apply the mortar. He's going to stow the bucket. And he's going to grab the stone. And he's going to apply the stone. Okay, let's figure out his loops here. Oh, and we're going to have to do a retrieve as well. There we go. So we need him to take from mortar storage and add to masonry bench. So we're going to have to do this times 5, right? So let's see here. So that's times 5. Stow the held item. And then I need 10 stones. So it's going to be go to stone storage, take from stone storage until hands full. He should have 4 hands, right? I'm going to need memory upgrades for this guy. I'm not seeing a way to do this without an extra store. Take from stone storage and add to masonry bench. So I might have to do this. Whoops. Do this 10 times as well. So we'll just do that. You're just going to have to go back and forth 10 times. I'm going to need at least 2 more. So I'm going to need 1 for the until this is full. And I'm going to need 1 for the bucket, because I'm going to have to do a nested until hands empty. Okay, so go grab the stone, put the stone on 10 times. Go to crude bucket storage, pick up a bucket, use the bucket 5 times. If your hands are empty, after 5 times, stow your held item. If your hands are empty, retrieve. Yeah, I think I need to do the masonry first, so that would have to be before this. This would have to happen after that. Okay, so it would be retrieve this and this. Would an if loop do it? Maybe an if else. If your hands are not full, retrieve. And if your hands are still not full and you can't retrieve, then go to the crude bucket storage, take a crude bucket out. But if your hands are full, go to mortar storage, pick up the mortar, add to masonry bench 5 times. Then stow the held item, then go to the thing 10 times. Okay, and then I need to get one bit of memory for him to do 1 more loop, if this works. So we're going to run a test on this and see if this guy works. He can't retrieve, so he's going to go to bucket storage. Okay, yeah, there's a total breakdown in communication there, so we get him to come back to me. I'll go clear this. Question not full. Question being this. If question not full, take mortar and get, then if hands empty, retrieve. If your hands are empty, do this. Actually, I think maybe this one should be the if-else loop. If hands empty, let's get rid of that. If hands empty, retrieve. No, because then he would just go to the crude bucket storage. What if we reverse these? If hands are empty, take from the crude bucket storage. Otherwise, hit retrieve. Now, if he's already retrieved it, then it's not a big deal. Go to stone storage, add to masonry bench. Okay, so it's not the, we're upside down here. If this goes there, and then stow the held item. If the bench is not full, then for 5 times, go out and pick up. Go out, and if your hands are empty, then go get a bucket. Otherwise, retrieve. I'm assuming that if he's already retrieved it, he can't retrieve it again. Then go to the mortar storage, take from mortar storage, add to masonry bench. And then stow the held item. I mean, I could just do that. He'd just put it in his backpack, and then he'd come back out and he'd go, okay. No, because I want him to retrieve. How about, what if we did retrieve, and then we change this from an if-else to just an if hands empty, then you do that. Go to the mortar storage, take from mortar storage, add to masonry bench, and then you do that 10 times. Okay, we're going to save this. I'm just going to empty this junk off of here. So I want to see if he'll do this now. Alright, so let's see if he will make me a fireplace. Move to masonry bench. Add to masonry bench. Can't retrieve. His hands are full. So these two conditions are true. And he'll repeat this. Now you should do this 5 times. Now I should have stowed the held item. And I should take stone. And he's only grabbing 1 stone here at a time. Now I could probably change this so he does it like twice or something, and then takes or 5 times and just grabs 2 on each item. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it right now. Okay, now his condition is solved. He has made an entire fireplace. The condition is solved. So what would happen if I hit start again? His condition is already solved. He won't do it again. So if I take this out and I just drop it here, and then I hit play. Now he already recovered the bucket, so he's just going to continue this. I want to see if the bucket will break, because it should break on him at some point. Okay, so all I got to do now with this guy is I have to put a forever loop on here. And then he should identify whenever this has nothing on it, and he should run his loop. I'm going to make a second one for the same as this. Again, just the added upgrade on the memory so that he can function. And I'm just going to copy his program and target it on the chimney, so that can get done. Now he's out of stone, because my stone guys have stopped because they're out of charge. And I knew that was going to happen because I don't have any charging bots over in this area. Here's another area with nothing in it. I need to remove one of these cereal bowl productions, I think, because I keep seeing extras getting piled up here. Okay, and I needed a memory upgrade. Why are you looking for milk? Why are you not milking? Milkmaid, what's going on with you? Just get back to work. For some reason, there are still bots that just for no reason whatsoever stop. Stone cottages. Alright. The next tier of house that we have to build, and I'm going to order 5 of these. I'm going to copy his program, and we're going to download his program onto this guy. I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to move him over here. Now we've got the basic program made out, so now it's just window boxes. Or no, chimneys, right? Basically, I just have to change this target here. Just gonna stop for a second. I'm just gonna grab something. This, highlight, Control C, put that in here, and then we'll just delete those. Stop doing that. Highlight, Control C. Actually, I don't have to Control copy that. We just highlight those, and they go in here, and we take out bench 1. Everything else stays the same. He's still getting the same buckets, still the same number of motions, still the same number of things. The only other thing we need to do is change this target to this mortar bench, and he should now make me my chimneys. Everything else is the same. So yeah, it's basically just change the 2 targets that he's aiming for and the masonry bench that he's selecting on, and go. Now he should make me 1 chimney right away. So that should be done on those. I've got his add to and move to reversed here for some reason. So we're going to teach, and we're just going to fix that. Move to mortar storage, take from mortar storage, go to mercenary bench, add to masonry bench. So he was going to mortar storage, taking from mortar storage, adding to masonry bench, and then moving to the masonry bench. He's trying to do the add before the move, which was why he wasn't dropping the mortar off. So we're just going to keep changes and stop, and then I'm just going to empty off this masonry bench. And he has successfully made the chimney. So now we have fireplaces and chimneys made now. So that's going to get us a little bit closer to what we got to do. I'm going to go back to trying to pound these apple trees. I got to get these guys moved out of this area. Get ready for the apple tree guys. I still need to set up a beekeeping thing. This area here is going to become for the beekeeping. So I'm going to have to still build a couple of skeps, although I am still debating on building if I can find it, under animals now. Yeah, the skeps, which are straw. What I'm thinking that I might do is do the research, which lets me build the beehive, which requires beekeeping. So I still need the skeps to do the start of this. The beekeeping will be something I'll add to it later. Okay, so I'm going to need some skeps anyhow, which are literally just straw. So I can do is go to where my build guy is and order skeps. I'm going to order 3 to start with. And I have a builder bot of straw down here, and he will start adding straw to those. Now what I will have to do is go out and dig up some flower seeds. Oh, I forgot to plant them on tilled soil. Oh, okay. Okay, they've finished the first floor of most of my stone cottages. There's 2 that are completely ignored right now for some reason. Okay, stop. You have an issue there, dude. Seriously. I'm going to need a crude workbench down here to make hammers. So I'll need a bot down here to make hammers. Okay, I thought that was something that was just sticks, but no, it's actually poles. So I'm going to actually have to just transport hammers from down here, up here, down there. Which means I need a storage for them. Storage, on the other hand, is crates, which I need a couple of crates built. Now my plank guy seems to be getting stuck for some reason. Again, what is your problem? It's like he can't target this blueprint for some reason. Try just moving that blueprint out of the way. Maybe he's just getting hooked on the fact that that blueprint's in the way. It looks like that might be all it is that blueprint's in the way, he can't target around it. No big deal. So I'm just going to take these, I'm just going to move them over here. Over here. Now at this point, the only uses for the chimney and fireplace that I know of is for these cabins. I'm not sure if there is another use for them down the road or something. So I'm not sure if I'm going to build a bot just to do this, or I'm just going to just do it myself for now. Which I'm probably just going to do it myself for now, and then if I need a bot for it later, I can always do that. But we're just going to pick these up and throw them into these buildings. Alright, next step needs 10 stone, so we're going to pick this up and we're going to move it over to back to the building area. And we should have a stone guy going on it. What the heck are you doing? Why is all of the bots, all of a sudden, all the bots are giving me nothing but grief? He ran off and left. His wheelbarrow sitting here full. Like, I got guys waiting for firewood down here, and this guy... I don't even know where you're supposed to start. So he filled the wheelbarrow, he left the wheelbarrow and did not move that. So I'm going to have to move that wheelbarrow down there. There's like a lot of nonsense with these bots. They're just not functioning the way they're supposed to lately. And there was another update this morning before I started this game, which, well, would have been 2 weeks ago when I recorded. And I noticed it's got this really bad background sound effect. But we are progressing. We have finally got to the point where we now have the first stone cottage ready for its roof, its straw roof. So we're going to come over here. This is all I wanted to do today, was get to the point where the stone cottage was built. As I was saying earlier too, I might have to do is delete one of these porridge makers, because I'm getting stacks of porridge, stacks of creamy porridge here that I don't need. So I'm thinking that I might do that as well, just simply delete this. Like that. Okay. So this guy here, you stop, come to me. There, he's terminated. I'm not going to use him. I'd rather the porridge recovery guy wait rather than not. So now I need to find that idiot firewood transporter. Hi, where are you? Get back to work. Not sure what his issue is, but no big deal. So we have finally Oh, we are missing a door frame and a window frame. So we're almost at the end of one completed cottage. Door frames and window frames, which are going to be something I think I might do on the next episode. I've got a couple of hours too much of time on this one already, and I got a long ways to go. Move those crates down and get that get the hammers coming down here so we can get towards building the apple orchard on the next episode. I really want to get that finished because I need to start getting bots working on that. I need to start getting the bots working on the wildflowers for the honey, and I need the research finished, this research finished, so I can build, of all things, the advanced carts that I need, and particularly the liquids cart, so I can haul the honey, the milk, and the water back to the kitchen. But that's gonna do it for today. Hope you're enjoying Autonauts. Hope to see you on the next episode. Good night for now.